Impact Show. Here we are to present you a wonderful meeting today with luminaire poetry by the poetess Sonia Batra. Okay, I would like to welcome you, dear Sonia, for your presence with us. Okay, welcome to Vandana, who's always helped me conduct this moment. Okay, unforgettable, and I said to the other guest, Richard Donna McCabe, who had an unforeseen issue, so it's unable to be here with us. Okay, but we go ahead. Let's start so to know a little about you, dear Sonia. Introduce yourself to us, please.
Definitely, Hilda. First of all, thank you, the Big Impact Show, and the host, Hilda and Vanna, for having me here. The pleasure is all mine. So I introduce
Pleasure.
myself. I'm Dr. Sonia Batra, a dentist by profession and a writer by passion. I think so. I have a job in the morning and I run my own private practices, two practices in the evening. I think so. My writing journey started around 5 years back. I had so many bottled up feelings that I think so. One day they just found impression on the blank papers, and here I'm sitting in front of you. Now, in these 5 years, I have two solo books in my bag. The first one is The Soul Stirrings. That's a book, Living with the Narcissist, and how you undergo into depression and redemption. And my second book, The Twin Flame, is a comparison between the physical love of the youth and a soulful love. Apart from that, I have contributed to numerable international and national anthologies. I think so. I've forgotten the number now. And apart from that, I contribute to magazines, cultural reference, everything. Recipient of Nobel laureate Kavi Rabindranath Tagore Award, recipient
Wow.
of Order of Shakespeare Award, recipient of Gujarat Sahitya Academy Award for 3 consecutive years. And I'm also honored by governments of Seychelles, Peru, and Kazakhstan for my contribution to international literature. These are to name a few. And today, yes, I'm sitting in front of you.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
pleasure
wow.
to
How
have
many
you, ma'am.
things to know about you? It's more easy to like you after that stuff, okay? To know some things interesting about you. Thank you so. Uh, dear Sonia, tell us, in your opinion, which ancient poet caused a big impact in the literature world, in your opinion? Would you
I
like to
think
recite a poem from him?
Okay. I think so. Emily Dickinson attracts me a lot. I think so. Her aloneness attracts me. And whenever I read her poetry, I can find that aloneness in her. But I also feel one more thing, that poetry completed her. And that's how it is. Her poem, I have chosen her poem on death. I think so. Death fascinates me a lot. I'm to say, previously I used to be afraid of it, but now I think of it as an event, and I think so. I'm prepared for it now. So, would you like me to recite the poem that I have selected today?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Please
Okay.
go ahead. Yes.
Okay, today I have selected the poem Because I Could Not Stop for Death. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. We slowly drove. He knew no haste, and I put away my labor and my leisure too. For his civility, he passed the school where children strove at recess in the ring. We passed the fields of gazing grain. We passed the setting sun, or rather, he passed us. The dews dew quivering and chill, for only gossamer, my gown, my tippet only to lay. We passed before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, the cornice in the ground. Since then, it's centuries, and yet feels shorter than the day. I first surmised the horses' heads were towards eternity.
Wow.
Wow. Well chosen, well chosen. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so for bringing us such a wonderful poem. Okay, so in the next segment, we will play a little with words. Remember that I said you a time to dynamic. Remember,
Yeah,
sir? So
I do.
you will discover now. Vandana, please.
Yes. So, in this dynamics word play, Sonia ma'am, you have to, I will give you one word, and in reply, you have to answer me with only one word, the first word that comes to your mind. Okay? It cannot be a
Okay,
phrase
now
or a
that's
sentence,
amazing.
just one word.
Okay,
And Gelda ma'am, you are going to play with us. So, you two.
Okay.
mm, um, if you're ready, the first word for Shika ma'am is sunshine,
right.
bright. Gelda ma'am,
Uh, I'm Sonia, basically not Chika.
sorry, Sonia ma'am.
um, glow,
Sorry,
So,
glow,
glow.
glow.
Okay, glow.
G-A-E.
Okay, Sonia ma'am, for you, serenity,
morning,
morning. Perfect. Gelda ma'am, for you,
Restfulness,
rest.
restfulness, fullness.
Yes, we all need that. Okay,
Also me.
yes. Welfare. Sonia ma'am, welfare,
charity, charity,
charity, correct? Gelda ma'am,
Comfort,
comfort. Okay.
comfort.
COMFORT, comfort, right? Comfort.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. The last word. Sonia ma'am, lifetime.
achievement,
So, achievement,
achievement,
achievement. Okay, Gelda ma'am, how about you?
Existence,
Existence.
existence.
Okay. So that was nice. So I will, come up with something in a while. Till then, Gelda ma'am, you can go ahead with the next segment, what you have planned.
Okay. Sonia dear, while Vandana walks away, we will go ahead. So now I would like to hear you recite your own poem. Can be?
Okay, definitely, Chelda. I think so. Today I have come up with the subject of poverty, like the people who are unprivileged. And how do they feel? I've said this always makes me feel how do they feel? So, how does it feel? The title of my poem is How Does It Feel? How does it feel when there is no jingle of coins or rubbing of currency notes in your pockets? How does it feel when, in spite of all, you cannot put on your tables one square meal? How does it feel when your stomach churns and grumbles with acidity, hunger pangs snatching your sleep? How does it feel when a homeless child snuggles in crevices out of fear of predators closing in? And how does it feel when a lonely child loses its innocence on torrid culprits of streets? And how does it feel when tiny hands dig into garbage for some leftovers and tidbits? How does it feel to be a sex worker, entertaining many and many in one night, out of compulsion and not free will? And how does it feel to be an illegitimate child, ever hounded by so called legitimates, roaming in lawful societies, wearing masks of humanity? And above all, how does it feel to feel so helpless in this life, so overhung with catastrophes? And what struggles they struggle to make ends meet? And what determines their fate? Is it karma or some other theory? And one more question: how do they feel when they see around them fellow men adorned luxuriously? Are they envious? Or simply by the grace of God, they do not overthink? Yes, sometimes I have seen some very beautiful smiles adorning the faces amidst all sufferings. And that makes me think, how much wealth is required to make us happy? Do we really need to hoard it? And if we are more privileged than them, shouldn't we share our privileges with the needy? That's my first
Wow.
question.
Awesome. Awesome, dear.
Yeah, very
Congratulations.
thoughtful.
Indeed, very talented. Very talented. Vandana, are you ready or can I go ahead?
Please, ma'am, go ahead. I'll be ready in just a couple of minutes.
So let me talk a little more with Sonia. Dear Sonia, tell us how long poetry finds you and inspired you to write so brilliantly. Tell us.
I think so, Jelda. Life. It's life that makes me write. So many aspects of life, what I see around, and I think so, what I went through it. I think so that makes me a writer, my own experiences. And I think so poets are sensitive, they feel a lot. So whatever I see around, I think so sometimes I just get carried away and I put it in words, and that's how I write. My moods also waver, and I write according to my moods also. Sometimes I'm happy and gay, and you will find a love poetry from me. And some days I'm not feeling very good. Might be something in the past that happened. It finds a place in my memory and then into words, and that's how I go about it. I can write about anything, current affairs, whatever. I think so. If I put my mind, I can jot down few lines.
Oh, wow, very nice. You said an important point. Sensitive person, I guess, is um, immediately ready to write their emotions, their thoughts. Do you think it's so?
I didn't get your question, Jelda. I didn't get your question. Please repeat it.
Um, do you said that sensitive, you are a sensitive person.
Oh, yeah,
Huh?
I am.
So, in your opinion, sensitive persons are ready um, to write their emotions, their feelings, their thoughts easily than
Um,
others.
I think so, yes. I think so, yes. Because poetry is all about your feels, your very inherent, your very unadulterated feels. And the person who cannot feel, how will that person write? It is your sensibility. It's
Yeah,
grasping things around you, feeling them, and then only words form in you. And I think so, yes. A sensibility is so important in writing poetry.
yeah, I
True.
agreed.
Yes.
Very nicely
Absolutely,
said.
yes.
Yeah, I agree. Vandana, can we go
Yes.
ahead?
Yes. So with
Sonia, let's see what Vandana prepared for us.
Okay. So
Let's
with the
see.
words I gave you and you gave me in return, this is what I created. So hope you will like it. Morning sunshine so bright, glowing with life. Serenity and restfulness all around. Welfare and charity abound. Comfort in existence, achievement in sight. A lifetime of memories shining bright.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
wow, wow. Amazing, Vandana. That was too good.
Wow. See,
Really, very
Sonia,
good.
what's wonderful, the power of the words.
Yes,
Even
absolutely.
when we are playing with the words, words come with power and communicate something important to us.
Yes. With
So
only a
Yes.
we
few
have
words. Yes.
experienced. Thank you for
But
your contribution.
sometimes, no, but sometimes I feel that words are such a miscommunication. Sometimes they
Yeah,
don't communicate. Our most inherent feelings might be the words are not right, or your sound is not right when you are talking to someone. So for me, words are very important. Lesser they are
yeah,
used, better they are.
no doubt about
No doubt.
it.
Yes.
Vandana do it brilliantly. She always reached the principal man in the words that we jump to her.
Thank
And
you.
then,
Thank you. Thank
great,
you.
great, great. So, dear Sonia, taking a glance into the words, what message would you like to leave to the words?
I think so. At present, we need to be more human and we need to practice humanity. And along with humanity, I think so, we need to be more tolerant and accepting of all the other religions. And we really need to love our Mother Earth and stop exploiting it for our own selfish concerns. We also need to respect this fragile ecosystem. See, so many catastrophes are happening. The nature is being revengeful these days because man is not taking care how to go about it. And yes, we need to love one and all, irrespective of caste, creed, nationality, occupation, whatever it is. And yes, one more thing, we need to do good. Now, who will define goodness? I really do not know how to define it, but there is a thin line between good and bad. We need to recognize that. So we need to do good because our life, our time on this earth is so limited. And we need to celebrate life because if we will celebrate life, only then we celebrate death. And at present, the scenario of war, oh my God, that's
Yes.
real bad. We really need to, as writers, as poets, we really need to put. People have become carnivores, I think. So I'm so they are killing each other like anything. When we all know war was never the solution. War was never the solution. It can only create destruction and more destruction and create and play such bad things with the psyche of the people who survive it. So I think so war at any cost should stop. And it can
Very
only be stopped if there are no boundaries and territories and we live as one big united world. So I think so we need to be very tolerant about others' feelings, others, whatever it is. We need to be very careful.
Yeah,
So well said.
agreed.
Yes.
Totally agreed. Totally agreed. Thank you so for your thoughtful message. Thank you. And now, would you like to promote any book or any project related with literature?
Yep, Gilda, I am coming up with my third book, and that's The Journey of Love. See, when I was growing up, we didn't have the concept of self love in India. We were
Mhm.
taught sacrifice. We were taught that once you are married, you cannot come back. But here, one thing I would like to say that self love is so overrated now because this concept of self love is so misunderstood. When we talk about self love, it is that we have to love our elevated self, not our culprit self. And so, this self love, I would like we need to improve upon ourselves and then love that ever effulgent form that is one with the whole. Only then this self love is good. Otherwise, it's gonna create a lot of problem. So, my this book, my this journey of love is you can say that it is about loving others and then changing in the paradigm because she's not getting everything from the other. And the paradigm shift is that she starts loving herself. But when she starts loving herself, she starts improving herself. It's not that the way she is. Every day she works on herself with conscious awareness. And once you do this type of self love, you become complete. Now, according to me, only a complete person can love. That person can love without expecting or possessing. So this is journey that I portray in my book, that loving the other, to self-love, and then becoming love itself, where I think so you just enjoy the beautiful feels of loving someone, not caring about the reciprocation or anything. So this is my third book. So all my books are in a form of story. They are not random poems. All my poems are interconnected. In my last two books also, and in this book also, it will be a story form where I define love, then I redefine love. And that redefined love doesn't have pain associated with it. So I think so. I always tell everyone that I think so we love wrong because if pain is associated with love, then how can it be love? It has a different level. So I think so. Yeah, do read my third book. It's gonna be out in a month or so. It's in the with the publishing house.
Okay,
Great,
great to know.
great,
So,
my
so it's like a story in a poetic form. It's like a narrative poem.
Yes. Oh
Okay.
yes, but now all my books are like that. I don't
Oh,
know. I do write random poetry, whatever I'm writing. But whenever I
great.
do a book, I do it in a form of a story. So this is my third book, and the third book is also in a story form. You will find connection between the writings. A story is form, and then you go to the end. So this is how I work. I don't know. I like to work like this on my books.
okay. I would
It's
really love to read it.
interesting.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Great, great.
Thank you.
Congratulations, dear.
Thank you. Your clarity
Congratulations.
of thought, your, depth, and your, um, your, um, you are very precise in whatever you are thinking, what you want to say. So it's an honor to, you know, to host you. Thank you, ma'am.
Pleasure is all mine. Pleasure is all mine, Vanna and Jelda. It is great to be talking to you both. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Be sure, dear, it's equally pleasure to have you with us and to hear you about your thoughts, your poems, about your life, to know you a little more. It was a great honor and pleasure. You are a
Yes.
great artist, a great poetry. It was a brilliant moment, brilliant. A
Thank
huge
you. Thank you, Jelda, so much.
thanks. Okay, it was a great moment indeed. Vandana was equally pleasurable time with you, with your help, with your beauty presence too. Okay, would you like to leave some final considerations, both of you?
Sorry,
What
Jelda,
what I
ma'am.
again I didn't get?
Yeah, your voice kind of breaking. Yeah.
Would you like to leave final considerations?
Any final consideration, final thing you want to say, Sonia, ma'am?
I think so. This life is beautiful. um, Despite everything, this life is amazing. This life is beautiful. And I think so. Just accept it as it is. Don't be that salmon fish always going against the flow. Sometimes it's okay. but most of the time it takes less of energy to go with the flow. So I think so. Happy going with the flow now. That's it.
Okay. My dears, we are finalizing this moment with these wonderful and sweet words from our guest, Sonia Batra. And I hope you have enjoyed a lot. Okay? Hope to see you in the next time. Vandana, thank you
Sure.
so. Sonia Batra, thank you
Thank
Thank
so.
you
you.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Okay. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Yudi.